In the yesterday's session, I asked you to check out this problem. You have to check out whether it is a cash transaction or a credit transaction. You have to check out that which accounts are getting affected. And after that, you need to check what is the type of that account, what rules will be applicable to that account, and based on that, you were supposed to decide whether it will be debited, whether it will be credited. So, in the very first case, Ganesh started his business with cash. Ganesh started his business with cash. Very specifically given, started with cash. That means it is a cash transaction. Now look at it from the perspective of business and not from the perspective of Ganesh. For business, the accounts getting affected are what? One is cash account and second is Ganesh account. Because for business, Ganesh is bringing in the money. But there is a concept called as business entity concept or separate entity concept. As per this business entity concept or the separate entity concept, it is said that the uh, the owner and his business are to be treated as separate entity. And when you treat owner and his business as a separate entity, therefore, when the owner brings in the money into the business, at that time, the account that will get affected is the owner's capital account. All right. When he withdraws the money from the business, at that time, the account getting affected is the drawings account. Both these accounts are personal accounts. Because from the perspective of business, when the cash is coming into the business, that means the owner is giving the benefit. Correct? And accordingly will apply the rules of accounting. So, the accounts which are getting affected in this case are cash and Ganesh's capital. Instead of saying only Ganesh, I will say Ganesh's capital account. So, one account is cash account. Second account is Ganesh's capital. Now, cash being a real account, Ganesh's capital being a personal account. Cash is coming in the business. Ganesh is the giver of benefit. Cash being coming in, therefore it will be debited and Ganesh will be credited. So, cash transaction, cash debit, and Ganesh, in fact, Ganesh's capital will be credit. Am I right? You just need to check whether the answers that you have written, if at all, are correct or not. All right. Next one is borrowed money from Mahesh. Borrowed from Mahesh means what? You have the business going on, you need certain funds for it, and there is this person, Mahesh, from whom you have taken a kind of loan. Therefore, that simply indicates that when you have taken the funds from someone in the form of borrowing, at that time, instead of that someone, we use the account as that someone's loan. Why we identify that as a loan is because the money is to be paid back. ये पैसा आपका नहीं है, of course बीजेपी का भी नहीं है, but these funds have to be paid back. And therefore, again, what kind of transaction it is? Of course, cash transaction. Why? Because borrowed from Mahesh मतलब क्या? क्या borrow किया होगा तुमने? Of course पैसा borrow किया होगा. Therefore, it becomes a cash transaction. The accounts which will be getting affected is on one side surely for that cash, क्योंकि पैसा आ रहा है. And second account that will get affected in here is Mahesh's loan account. Why Mahesh's loan account? Because Mahesh is giver of benefit, but Mahesh is giving that money in the form of loan. And therefore, the second account that you will be identifying, of course, it is Mahesh's loan account also means Mahesh's account only. But to be more clear, to be more categoric, to be more understanding, कि हमको महेश से पैसा आया तो ये किस वजह से आया? Was it the amount receivable from him, or that is an amount something different than that? That's why we are identifying that as a separate item, because they very clearly mentioned that it is a borrowable. Therefore, it will be considered as Mahesh's loan account and not only Mahesh account. एक बात समझ लो दोस्तों कि जब भी हम लोग किसी भी अकाउंट की अकाउंटिंग एंट्रीज पास करते हैं तो उस समय हमको ये क्लियरली आइडेंटिफाई करना जरूरी होता है कि जो पैसा आ रहा है या जो पैसा जा रहा है उसकी वजह क्या है. सिर्फ उस व्यक्ति को अगर आपने डेबिट या क्रेडिट कर दिया तो आपको उसकी वजह डायरेक्टली समझ नहीं आती है. Yes, if you have been debiting or crediting in the normal course कि उससे पैसा आना बाकी था वो पैसा आ गया तो आपने क्रेडिट कर दिया, उसको पैसा देना था उसको दे दिया तो आपने डेबिट कर दिया, that's fine. But if the transaction is not in the ordinary course, if the transaction is not in the normal course of business activities, then in that case it is expected, it is required that you should be identifying the account of that person separately. जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि गणेश के केस में गणेश का कैपिटल अकाउंट आएगा. क्यों हम लोग इसको अलग आइडेंटिफाई कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि गणेश ने ये पैसा लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए दिया हुआ है. उसी तरह से जब हमने महेश के अकाउंट की बात की तो मैंने कहा महेश के लोन अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करना पड़ेगा. क्यों मैंने ऐसा कहा? कि द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट इज महेश को ये पैसा हमें वापस देना पड़ेगा एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी विल यूज द टर्म एज महेश's लोन अकाउंट एंड नॉट ओनली महेश अकाउंट. ऑलराइट, सो the accounts which will be getting affected in here, it being a cash transaction. Again, accounts getting affected, cash, because cash is coming in, therefore cash will be debited, it being a real account. Second account that will be affected is Mahesh loan. Mahesh is the giver of benefit, therefore Mahesh's loan account will be credited. Am I right? Purchased furniture. Again, they have not mentioned whether cash, credit, or it is against the check or something like that. Understand, my dear friends, whenever in a transaction cash or credit is not mentioned and even the name of person is not given, in such cases, such kind of transactions we assume to be the cash transactions. I said when the cash credit not mentioned, even the name of person is not given, such kind of transactions must be treated as the cash transactions. So again, this becomes a cash transaction. Now in this cash transaction, on one side, of course, you will have cash being getting affected. On the other side, there is an activity. Activity is what? Activity is to purchase furniture. If you remember, friends, I told you yesterday itself that whenever you are purchasing the asset, in that case, The other account that will get affected is not the purchase account. The other account getting affected will be the respective asset account. When you purchase the goods, purchase account. When you sell the goods, sales account. When you purchase the asset, the respective asset account. When you sell the asset, the respective asset account only, not the sales account. All right. So the second account that will get affected here is furniture account. And now, if you apply the rules, before that, we need to understand the types of accounts for these two. Both these accounts are the real accounts. Cash is also owned by the business. Furniture is also owned by the business. And therefore, both these accounts are the real accounts. Understand a point in here. Cash going out. Therefore, cash will be credited. Whereas furniture is coming in, therefore furniture will be debited. Am I right? Correct. Then purchased furniture from Mohan on credit. Purchased furniture from Mohan on credit. You are purchasing an asset. Now they very clearly mentioned on credit. So this becomes a credit transaction. In a credit transaction, on one side you'll always have a person. Now here person is whom? Mohan. In fact, the similar kind of example that we did yesterday. And the second account that will get affected is the furniture account. So it being a credit transaction, therefore one account getting affected is Mohan account and another account getting affected is the furniture account. Now furniture is coming into the business, therefore furniture will be debited. Whereas the other account getting affected is Mohan account, therefore Mohan account will be credited. Why? Because Mohan is the giver of benefit in this case, therefore Mohan need to be credited. All right. Purchased goods for cash. Very specifically mentioned, it is for cash, so it becomes a cash transaction. और अगर cash transaction है तो एक साइड कैश आ जाएगा, करेक्ट, और दूसरे साइड एक्टिविटी या पर्सन आएगा. किसी भी पर्सन का नाम नहीं दिया हुआ है, therefore एक्टिविटी. एक्टिविटी इज व्हाट? परचेज्ड गुड्स. मैंने क्या कहा था? अगर आप गुड्स की खरीदी या बिक्री करते हो तो खरीदी के समय परचेस अकाउंट, बिक्री के समय sales account. So the accounts getting affected here will be cash account and purchase account. Now cash being a real account, cash is going out, therefore cash will be credited. है ना? Similarly, purchase being an expense for the business, therefore purchase will be debited. Am I right? Yes or no? I hope this process is going right for everyone. You can just raise the hands for me. अगर जीवित हो तो, yeah, that's good. So waking up so early in the morning, it's a tough task for people, 5:30 बजे सुबह उठना. तुम कहाँ 5:30 बजे उठे हो? तुम तो अभी 6 बजे उठ के 6:05 को क्लास पे, isn't it? सर ये तो ऑनलाइन क्लासेस है, लाइव भी होती तो भी यही सिचुएशन होती है हमारे लिए. इफ यू आर रिसाइडिंग इन द नियर बाय एरिया, देन 6 बजे का क्लास है तो 5:55 को घर पे उठते हैं हम लोग और 6 बजे को क्लास में होते हैं. दैट्स द काइंड ऑफ आर्ट दैट यू पीपल हैव, एज द स्टूडेंट्स. वेल, एनीवेज, purchased goods from Ram on credit. Now again, they very clearly mentioned that it's a credit transaction. So the accounts that will get affected in here is the Ram's account and purchase account. Correct or not? Now Ram being the giver of benefit, therefore Ram account will be credited. Whereas purchase being the expense for the business, therefore purchase account will be debited. Am I clear? The next one, sold goods for cash, exact reverse transaction of purchase. Again, very clearly mentioned that there is a cash involved into that, so it becomes a cash transaction. So the two accounts getting affected in here are cash account, which is a real account, and sales account, which is technically speaking, ICI module में छपा हुआ है. Technically speaking, a real account because it is related to goods. But for accounting purpose, we always treat sales account as a nominal account because it is linked to your income. Right? So on one side, the account getting affected will be the cash account, and on the other side, the account getting affected will be the sales account. Cash is real account and coming in. Therefore, cash will be debited. Whereas sales account being income, sales account will be credited. Technically speaking, मैंने कहा purchase and sales account are treated as real accounts. Why real accounts? Because those are related to the goods. But for accounting purpose, for the purpose of practical sense, purchase is an expense for the business and sales is the income for the business. And therefore, we will do the accounting of the transaction accordingly. Am I right? Okay. Sold goods to Sham on credit. Very specifically mentioned that it's a credit transaction. So one account that will get affected is Sham account. एक side to person आ गया. दूसरे side activity आनी चाहिए. No, activity is sale of goods. So the account getting affected will be sales account. So the two accounts are Sham and sales. Now here, Sham is the receiver of benefit. Being a personal account, receiver of benefit. Therefore, Sham will be debited and sales will be credited. कल तक जब हम लोग शाम को लेक्चर्स ले रहे थे, तो your Sham was getting debited and knowledge was getting credited. Correct or not? Well, anyways. सरकाज़म अपार्ट, सुबह सुबह सर एक तो हमारी नींद नहीं खुली अब तक के, और उसमें आप ऐसी ऐसी बातें कर रहे हो. हमारे साथ हमारे ऊपर क्या बीत रही होगी आपको हम कैसे समझाएं. Any which ways, received cash from Sham, very specific cash transaction. But यहाँ मैं शाम the customer, शामची आई, something like that, I'm not going to use it. I'll use direct Sham account. Why? Because this is in the ordinary course of business. जब मैंने शाम को गुड्स बेचे थे तो शाम को ही अफेक्ट किया था, शाम को ही डेबिट किया था. अब अगर मुझे उससे पैसा आ रहा है तो मुझे उसी को क्रेडिट देना पड़ेगा या नहीं. So the two accounts that will get affected here is cash. Now here there is no need of giving any purpose. There was the amount due which has now been recovered. Therefore the second account getting affected is Sham's account. So two accounts are cash account and Sham account. Cash account being a real account, it is coming in, therefore cash will be debited. Sham account being a personal account, he is the giver of benefit, therefore Sham will be credited. Am I going right? Correct. Next one, paid cash to Ram. Again, it is very specific, cash transaction. Therefore, on one side, the account getting affected will be cash account, whereas on the other side, the account getting affected will be Ram's account. Therefore, the two accounts which are getting affected are cash and Ram, within which cash, real account is going out, therefore cash will be credited. And Ram being the receiver of benefit, therefore Ram will be debited. Mind it, my dear friends, if you would be observing whatsoever transactions that I am talking about, in none of the transactions, I said because cash is credited, so Ram is debited. Because cash is debited, so Sham is credited. Why am I not doing it? Is because I know the types of accounts. I know their respective rules. And therefore, I can directly apply those rules of accounting for the purpose of getting the correct answers. Not supposed to apply the shortcuts here. There is no need of conceptual clarity के साथ जाओगे तो तुम्हें दिक्कतें कम आएगी, right? और अगर दिक्कतें कम आएगी तो तुम आगे कमाओगे. Yes or no? कमाएगी, कमाओगे, like that, you know. Also, deposited into bank. Yesterday we did the similar kind of example. Deposited means what? क्या हम लोग क्या ब्लड बैंक गए थे जो ब्लड डिपॉजिट करके आए? In the business we are talking about deposited in bank. Of course we must have gone to the normal bank और वहां पे जाके हमने कैश डिपॉजिट करी, right? So the two accounts that will get affected in here are bank and cash. Wherein bank is a personal account, is the receiver of benefit, therefore bank will be debited. Similarly, cash is a real account, cash is going out, therefore cash is credited. Am I clear up till now? Withdrew cash for personal use. You have taken out the money from the business for your personal benefit. Whenever it comes to personal use, in that case, the account that will get affected here is the drawings account. Why drawings account? Why not Ganesh's account? Because साल भर ये बंदा पैसा लेके जाता रहेगा, अलग अलग तौर पे, अलग अलग तरीके से, अलग अलग सिचुएशन में, अलग अलग पॉइंट पे. क्यों पैसा लेके जाएगा ये? Because it is his business. He is earning the profits from the business and is having the right to withdraw the money from his business towards the profits. हाँ, ये जो बिजनेस चला रहा है उसमें जो इसने कैपिटल लाया वो कैपिटल का पैसा जनरली नहीं लेके जाएगा, बट जो ये प्रॉफिट अर्न कर रहा है उसके अगेंस्ट तो पैसा विड्रॉ कर सकता है. Therefore, whenever he withdraws the money, at that time we use the account as the drawings account, right? Because he's been making the continuous drawing of the goods from the business, and that's why we use the term as drawings account. So one account that will get affected is drawings account, because Ganesh is getting benefit of this personally, so drawings account will be debited. And because the cash being a real account is going out, therefore cash will be credited. Am I right? Then withdrew from bank for office use. आपने पैसा बैंक से विड्रॉ किया, पर किस चीज के लिए? ऑफिस यूज के लिए. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, आपने ये पैसा खर्च नहीं किया है, सिर्फ पैसा विड्रॉ करके रखा है कि जब भी जरूरत पड़ेगी उस समय पे हम ये पैसा यूटिलाइज करेंगे. Alright? So when you have withdrawn this money from the bank for your office purpose, what entries you will pass? Because bank, on one side the person involved is bank, and on another side cash is coming into the business or not. Now bank being a personal account is the giver of benefit, therefore bank will be credited, whereas cash is coming into the business and therefore cash will be debited. Am I clear? Fine. Then withdrew from bank for personal use. पहले आप ऑफिस यूज के लिए लेके आ रहे थे इसलिए आपने कैश को डेबिट किया, पर अब जब पैसा बैंक में से विड्रॉ हुआ तो बैंक इज द गिवर ऑफ बेनिफिट, एक साइड तो बैंक आएगा, बैंक विल बी क्रेडिटेड, क्योंकि बैंक से पैसा आ रहा है, देयरफॉर बैंक नीड टू बी क्रेडिटेड, देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट इट। बट अब ये पैसा आपके जेब में नहीं आ रहा है, मतलब बिजनेस के जेब में नहीं आ रहा है, ये डायरेक्टली ओनर अपने घर ले जा रहा है, because it is given for personal use. Therefore, the second account that will come in here is drawings account. And so the account will be debited, क्योंकि वो पैसा ले गया, so Ganesh is the receiver of benefit, therefore drawings will be debited. Am I right? Received a cross check from a customer Sham at 3 p.m. Deposited Sham's check in on the next day. Now, as far as this transaction is concerned, I'll be required to talk about what are checks, what types of checks, how the transactions of checks take place. So, for the time being, I am avoiding these two, right? Just for the time being. अगर accounts getting affected की बात करनी हो तो first case में शाम और cash आएगा, cash being debited, शाम being credited, और next case में cash and bank आएगा, बैंक being debited and cash being credited. क्यों, क्या, कैसे, इसका जवाब अभी नहीं दूंगा, इसके लिए we'll be discussing the things in separate session. Bank intimated Sham's check was dishonored. Again, this particular transaction will be discussing separately the dishonor of check. Paid to Ram by check. You have paid the money. The money is going out of your account, not from your cash, because check is given. Whenever the check is given, the account that gets affected here is the bank account. So the two accounts that will get affected are bank and RAM. Here, RAM being the receiver of benefit, therefore RAM will be debited, whereas bank being the giver of benefit, क्योंकि ultimately check जब आपने issue किया तो बैंक उसके against payment करने वाला है, so bank will be credited. Am I right? Paid salary. Paid salary कैसे पे किया होगा कि आपने सैलरी का पेड़ लगाया है, पेड सैलरी, एक पेड़ है जिसका नाम है सैलरी, no, nothing of that kind. Paid salary here means paid salary by cash. So the two accounts that will get affected are cash and salary. Cash being going out, therefore cash will be credited. Salary being the expense of the business nominal account, therefore it will be debited. Am I right? Paid rent by check. Paid rent by check. Check se pay kiya matlab? On one side you'll have bank. On another side you'll have rent. Therefore, bank will be credited and rent will be debited, it being an expense. Am I right? Goods withdrawn for personal use. Mind it, my dear friends, we have not prepared any account of goods. हालांकि जब हमने गुड्स परचेज किए थे तब हमने परचेज अकाउंट को डेबिट किया था या नहीं? अब उन्हीं में से, उन्हीं गुड्स में से ये बंदा अपने लिए, खुद के यूज के लिए गुड्स लेके जा रहा है, बिजनेस में उसने कुछ परचेज किया रहेगा, कोई प्रोडक्ट उसको खुद के लिए अच्छा लगा और वो प्रोडक्ट को लेके जाना चाहता है। इसका मतलब बिजनेस के परचेसेस ये कम होने चाहिए और that should be debited to the drawings. Therefore, the two accounts that will get affected in this are drawings account and purchase account, wherein the drawings account will be debited because the benefit is going to Ganesh, and purchases जब बढ़ रहे थे तो हमने परचेस को डेबिट किया था, बट उसी में से ये गुड्स जा रहे हैं तो इसलिए परचेस खर्च हमको कम करना पड़ेगा, therefore purchase will be credited. Am I right? पेड एन एडवांस टू सप्लायर ऑफ गुड्स। पेड मतलब कैश, तो एक साइड तो कैश आ गया, कैश इज गोइंग आउट, देयरफॉर कैश विल बी क्रेडिटेड। नाउ you paid it to the supplier as an advance. So instead of just giving the effect to supplier, you give the effect to the advance to supplier account. You can use the supplier account also, but as I said, अगर ऑर्डिनरी कोर्स में दिया होता तो मैंने सप्लायर का नाम लिख दिया होता, बट ये ऑर्डिनरी कोर्स में नहीं है, ये एडवांस के तौर पे दिया गया है। Therefore, the second account that will get affected in here is advance to supplier, wherein supplier is the receiver of benefit, therefore supplier will be debited, or advance to supplier will be debited. Am I right? Received an advance from customer, exact reverse. एक साइड तो कैश आएगा क्योंकि पैसा आ रहा है, रिसीव्ड, रिसीव्ड मींस आइदर कैश और बैंक, चेक का रेफरेंस नहीं है तो कैश में आया। So on one side cash is coming in, therefore cash will be debited. But this money again customer से पैसा आ रहा है, but not in the ordinary course, but in the form of advance or not. Therefore the entry will be advance from customer, and because customer is the giver of benefit, therefore advance from customer account will be credited. Again, I have not applied the shortcut of क्योंकि कैश को डेबिट किया इसलिए एडवांस फ्रॉम कस्टमर को क्रेडिट होगा। ऑलराइट, नेक्स्ट वन, पेड इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन। आपने इंटरेस्ट पे किया, इंटरेस्ट इज योर खर्चा, एंड क्योंकि पे किया तो कैश जा रहा है, सो वन अकाउंट गेटिंग अफेक्टेड इज कैश, गोइंग आउट रियल अकाउंट, देयरफॉर क्रेडिट। Whereas interest or interest on loan, you can identify the account as any which ways. Interest on loan, if सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट भी किया होता या सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंस भी किया होता तो भी चल जाता, there is nothing wrong in that. इस तरह के अकाउंट्स को हम लोग किसी भी तरह से आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं, इंटरेस्ट करके भी कर सकते हैं, इंटरेस्ट एक्सपेंस करके भी कर सकते हैं, इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन करके भी कर सकते हैं, either which way it is correct. And interest being an expense for the business, it being a nominal account, therefore it will be debited. Correct? Paid installment of loan. पहले हमने जब लोन लिया था तब हमने किसका, यहां हम लोग ऐसे अज्यूम करते हैं कि ये वही लोन है जो हमने महेश से लिया था। जब हमने महेश से लोन लिया था तब हमने महेश के लोन को क्रेडिट किया था, अब उसको रीपे कर रहे हैं तो महेश इज द रिसीवर ऑफ बेनिफिट against that loan, therefore one account getting affected will be loan account, महेश's loan और loan account, क्योंकि यहाँ पे महेश का ही लोन है, ये नहीं बोला हुआ इसलिए मैं सिर्फ लोन अकाउंट की बात कर रहा हूँ। So loan is being paid back, the person who had given us the loan is the receiver of benefit, therefore loan account will be debited, and because you have paid that money, that means cash is going out, therefore cash will be credited. Am I right? And the last one, interest allowed by bank. इंटरेस्ट बैंक ने आपको अलाउ किया, मतलब आपके लिए इंटरेस्ट ये इनकम हो गई। And if interest is the income for your business, therefore one account getting affected is interest account or the interest income account. And because interest is an income, that is a nominal account, interest will be credited. बैंक ने आपको अलाउ किया मतलब बैंक ने आपको पैसा दिया ऐसा नहीं है, बैंक ने आप ही के अकाउंट को क्रेडिट कर दिया इन द बैंक इटसेल्फ. So your bank account, that means your bank is getting increased or not, and therefore bank becomes the receiver of benefit. बैंक अपने नॉर्मल खर्चे में से आपको पैसा दे रही है, तो इनडायरेक्टली आपके लिए बैंक रिसीवर हो गया या नहीं? ऑब्जर्व द केस हाउ इट हैपेंस, ऑब्जर्व इट। बैंक, बैंक अकाउंट and customer, right? When you deposit cash, or anything, in that case bank deposits that money into your bank account. So what do? You debit bank in this case, debit bank. Whereas when you withdraw the money, in that case you credit the bank account in your books, right? Now when the bank has allowed interest on your bank account, in that case it is as good as bank giving that interest ka amount to you in the form of cash, and then you tell the bank कि नहीं वो cash मुझे मत दो, मेरे account में डाल दो। मतलब तुम्हारे बिहाफ पे बैंक ने तुम्हारे अकाउंट में, बैंक अकाउंट में कैश डिपॉजिट करी है नहीं? So if it is deposit of cash into the bank, then in that case debit will be bank. But ये जो डिपॉजिट हुआ ये कैश में होने के बजाय इंटरेस्ट के तौर पे हुआ, therefore the credit will be to the interest, it becomes your income. So in this case debit bank, all right? Therefore I said when the bank has allowed you the interest being your income, interest account will be credited and bank account will be debited. Am I clear? So this is how you are expected to understand and observe the different transactions, their respective effects, what need to be debited, what need to be credited, etc. And based on that, when you start passing the journal entries, mind it, my dear friends, your journal entries will be absolutely correct. Right? I'll stop my session in here itself because at 7 o'clock again I've got the session. Today's session I'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll be meeting at 6 o'clock in the morning again. Tomorrow's discussion of ours will be on the journal entry. How do we write the journal entries? How do we give the effect of those journal entries? These all things is what we want to talk tomorrow. Thank you for today.